Okay, let's try this again. So I went back to the original server. We'll see if it holds up. Got a little time before we land, I think. I don't recall how long this flight was. It wasn't too far. All right. It looks okay now, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Really thought this time of day I'd have no issues whatsoever. And again, when I connect directly to either YouTube or Twitch, it's rock solid at 6,000 kilobits per second. Not a problem. I don't know why I have such trouble with Restream. I send the data to Restream. Restream sends it out to the other two platforms at the same time. That's the whole gimmick behind it. I think there's a couple other companies that provide that service. I might have to look into it. There should be no reason why I can't maintain 6,000 kilobits per second continuous. That's not asking for a lot of bandwidth. And I paid for premium connectivity. If this keeps up, I'll just record or stream to Twitch, record my footage, and then upload separately to YouTube. Okay. Not a problem. I think there's quite a few people that's what they do anyway. It just takes more time that way. Hey, I could, when I'm done for the night, start the YouTube upload and go to bed. By the time I wake up in the morning, it'll all be done. And fix the playlist and the thumbnail and yada yada. Okay, no problem. I'm not going to edit my raw footage or anything like that. No, I'll just keep it raw and leave it as is. Maybe someday when I get famous, we'll do a little bit of editing before I post it on YouTube. I mean, ideally, you want to cut it into like 30-minute chunks or whatever, right? Nah, I'm not going to bother with all that. No thanks. I'm having fun the way it is. All right, we're a ways yet from our final destination. Wow, okay. Not even close. How far are we going? Let's see. I don't know if this tells me what that first leg or that first mission distance is. Maybe it will. To go back to the jobs screen. This is the one we're doing. All right, so it's 338 miles. Woo. This next hop is really far. I will probably have to stop for fuel somewhere. Okay, no problem. I'm not sure what the range is on my plane, so we'll have to take a look at that. All right. Well, not sure how much of this I'm going to actually stream. I guess what I should do is, well, for YouTube in it, or is record the whole thing, and then I guess show the takeoff, approach, and landing for each leg of this, 8-part journey that I'm doing. That'd probably be the smart way to do it, but I've never been accused of being smart, so I don't know. We'll go ahead and stream this first hop, and then I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do. That next leg is what, 1,500 nautical miles? I don't know if I've got the range for that. 100% fuel with cargo, no packs. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Go ahead and turn that one off. That is 133.45 United 739er. That one. That's all we need. Too bad you don't see more ships and sailboats and other odds and ends out in the ocean. Someone's over there. Southwest Airlines. Oh, that's probably an AI flight. Might be a real flight. A lot of green down there, that's for sure. Little municipal airport there. Really impressed with the visual quality of this game. It's just unreal. Kind of curious to see where this technology goes, and whether this type of map streaming type stuff is going to be used in other games. There's a nice lightning strike out in front of us.
Generic 809er contact Wilmington approach on 118.25.
I wonder how well this terrain streaming stuff will work with a game like Skyrim. Probably not so well. I mean, since it's, basically first person, the terrain is going to change a lot more and a lot faster. So I'm not sure that would most people won't have the bandwidth and the processing power to keep up with something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess what's next for Mike, well, yeah, okay, next for this game is continued optimizations, better physics, you know, improving the, like, weather graphic fidelity and whatnot, versus the, you know, limited hardware they have for Xbox anyway. At some point, you're not going to be able to increase the fidelity anymore without really affecting the frame rate. People are going to start complaining. So there's definitely a fine line there. For the PC crowd, we've got a lot more headroom, right? And can tackle much more visual fidelity. PC Master Race. That's a good thing. I mean, I've got a PS4, but I don't remember the last time I used it. I don't know why I bought it. Mainly it was for Final Fantasy VII, the remake. But, I enjoyed the little bit I played of the remake, but it just didn't have the same charm as the original did for me. So I'd much rather go back and replay the original again. I like that active time battle, turn-based type stuff. I don't have the, you know, manual dexterity I used to keep up with fast-paced games. That's why I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying Minecraft, Dwarf Fortress. Pause and start and pause and start and do whatever at my own pace, my own speed. Not a problem. You know, my hands are kind of shot. Years and years of being in front of a computers in the Navy, and then in my professional career, my hands are just not what they used to be. At all. You know, you watch a few minutes of this, like, okay, I'm done. What's next? Well, more and more minutes of the same as we get to our next destination. I'm enjoying it. So, I guess that's what matters. That's why I'm streaming. I enjoy it. You want to go, someone bounce around in a floater in a hot tub? Have at it. Different sort of visual fidelity. I get it. I understand.
Tree is passing flight level tree 60, descending 10,000 feet. Jet Blue Tree Jacksonville Center continuous planned.
I doubt you see those nice lightning strikes in the hot tub streams. You might. I want to check out the video of this stream afterwards. I just want to see how well...
Spirit Glimpse 938 heavy contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85.
How well this lightning and thunder, both visual and audio, is coming across. Hopefully it's not so overpowering that you can't watch it or listen to it.
Going to 120.85 Spirit Wings 938 heavy.
I mean, it sounds good in my headset, but does it sound the same for the audience who may or may not be watching and listening? I'd like to see some more custom livery options for these planes too. It looks great. I don't really care, but I'd like some options. I think there are some. Most of the stuff you have to pay for.
Jacksonville Center on 120.85.
Okay. Let my invisible co-pilot take care of that.
Jacksonville Center TWGT 057 11,000 feet.
TWGT 057 Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.00, continue to be ILL as planned.
Okay. We've got a little ways to go yet. I'm not sure how far. One, two, three, 4, 5. We got quite a ways yet. Okay. Trying to get there we go. Right. The whole route in the screen at the same time. It's good enough. Kind of give me an idea where we're at in the next, several legs of our journey. Okay. Wonderful. When I get bored of playing this, I'll switch back to, Dwarf Fortress or Minecraft. Actually, I haven't played Minecraft for some time now. I kind of keep my little mod pack updated, but I haven't actually fired it up for, wow, a month or more. I mean, I might have fired it up briefly just to make sure the updated mods didn't break something, but I've not spent any time in it, that's for sure. Prior to this, it was all Dwarf Fortress for a while. A little bit of Chris Tales. I was really hoping for more out of Chris Tales, but I don't know. It just didn't... I didn't get into it like I thought I was, which is a shame. It's an interesting, fun game, but it didn't catch my attention like I thought it was. And that's fine. No problem.
Jacksonville Center American 1936 is passing flight level tree 90, descending 10,000 feet.
American 1936 Jacksonville Center, continue as planned.
A little jerky as I spin around here. I thought it'd be a little bit smoother, but definitely getting a little bit of stutter as I look around.
Spirit Wings 903, 8 heavy contact Washington Center on 135.5.
So I'm playing in 25 whatever by 1440, basically 2K, with everything pretty much maxed. I have motion blur turned off
Going to 135.5.
because I don't like
Spirit
motion
Wings
blur.
903, 8 heavy.
Maybe for this game, motion blur would actually make sense. I don't know what would get blurred here, since the terrain is moving kind of slowly. So I'm not sure where motion blur would apply.
535317 contact Washington Center on 135.5.
Maybe in the rain and lightning, maybe? I don't know. Maybe at the next leg of our flight, I'll turn it back on and see if I notice anything different.
Blue Streak 5317.
Okay. Just looking at the engine settings, make sure there's nothing unusual. Not that I would notice anything unusual. All right. Excuse me. I haven't messed with some of the other camera mode. Ooh, that was nice. We just missed it. Excuse me. Some of the other camera modes. I guess there's like a drone camera mode. There's some other like creative camera mode. Like I watched some guys on YouTube and they're doing a flight, but I don't know, there's some camera modes or something to make it look like a nice flyby and different stuff. I haven't really messed with those camera modes yet. I'm not sure how to access them. I just use this default spin around, have a look, whatever. That's fine. There's an airport there. It's a good sized little airport. There's a plane. It looks a little high to be landing. Oh, well, it just disappeared. Wow. Okay.
8 or 25 miles west. Descend and maintain 1,800 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 approach via Wills transition.
What? Oh, I thought she was talking to me. So it's way too early for me to be landing.
488 or 24 miles west of New Hanover. Contact Wilmington Tower on 119.9 when inbound on the approach.
See? There's the twins.
Tower on 119.9
Look.
generic 488.
Co-pilot. Pilot. And nothing. There's no one there. Nobody there. Go outside. Hello.
American 1936 contact Washington Center on 135.5.
I think that's visually they should fix that.
Going to 135.5 American 1936.
I guess it really doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. We have a rainbow and lightning at the same time. That is awesome. Some rainbow action for you. There we go. Had a double rainbow the other day. The first rainbow looked correct, but the other rainbow, the colors were inverted. And I don't know why that was like that. I don't know if that's a real thing where you can have the colors in the rainbow were inverted. I mean, the arc was correct, but the colors were inverted, which was weird. We saw that rainbow briefly, and now we don't. It might show up again here. I don't know if we have to just be looking the right way, or if the game will just kind of throws it in where it thinks a rainbow would normally be based on where you're looking. Usually if you got, there it is, there's one. There we go. A little bit of one there in front of us there, just off the nose. All right. I'm glad I caught this on screen. On the stream. I really want to see when I watch the VOD later how it looks. That was a nice lightning strike. Beautiful. Okay. One thing I haven't figured out yet is where the ground speed, like when I'm taxiing, I know there's like kind of a speed limit when you're taxiing, but I don't know where my ground speed is. I don't know how to see ground speed. I just need to look it up. And is it a toggle? Is it, you know, where in my instruments does it tell me ground speed? I haven't quite figured that out yet. And I think there's a big update coming for the GPS too, in the main screens. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure when the next big update is coming out. Update 5, I think, is the next one. I thought I heard Obsidian Ant say like September. I'm not sure what's in the update. I know there are bug fixes and other little quality of life improvements. If I remember correctly, it was more towards the console side, but it did have some stuff for PC as well. I think I'll have to watch it again. It's nice. I need to go get some water. All right, I'm gonna go make some coffee, get my water bottle. Hopefully, we won't get struck by lightning while I'm away. I'll be back in a few minutes.
TWGT 057, contact Washington Center on 135.5.
135.5 for TWGT 057. Washington Center TWGT 057, 11,000 feet.
TWGT 057, Washington Center altimeter 29.9. Continue to Echo Whiskey November as planned. Washington Center, generic November 519 Lima, is at 10,900 feet, descending 10,000 feet. Generic November 519 Lima, Washington Center, altimeter 29.9. Continue as planned. WGT-057, you are 76 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach via ALGTR transition. Clear to ALGTR.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach by ALGTR transition. Clear to ALGTR TWGT 057.
Hello? Oh, okay. I thought the game froze there for a moment. That was very strange. While I stepped away. Alright, we're getting closer. Some ways off yet. Looks like we dropped a few frames while I stepped away. Interesting. Okay, well, guess we'll make do. Water, coffee, a little bit of chicken. We're set. Pardon me while I eat. Okay. Altimeter is off a little bit. That's what I was looking for. I would like the AI pilot or co-pilot to automatically update the altimeter whenever they call it out. Like, that would be cool. Not a big deal. Be interesting to see these clouds at sunrise or sunset and see if they change colors or not. No, I don't want to be famous. Damn bots. Okay. Getting closer and closer all the time. I'm kind of bored with the clouds. I'd rather see the scenery. I don't know if there's a shortcut for the VFR map. Oh, V. Okay. Answered my own question. How about that?
American 857 contact Washington Center on 123.85. TWGT 057 contact Washington Center on 123.85.
123.85 American 857.
123.85 for TWGT 057. Washington Center TWGT 057 11,000 feet.
TWGT 057 Washington Center altimeter 29.94 continue to altimeter as planned.
Okay then.
TWGT 057 descend and maintain 2,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,200 feet TWGT 057.
Right through the clouds. Back off the speed to about 80%. And as we come down through the cloud layer, I know if you're over 250 knots, 10,000 or below, you get a little warning. I think you get a little penalty from OnAir Company. We should be good at 80% power. Creeping up a little bit. I guess we'll drop back to like 78%. I gotta find the right, I guess, balance between speed, not going too fast, not going too slow. And I'm not sure what the recommended, speed is for coming down at these altitudes. I'm not sure what the recommended angle of attack is for climbs and descents. I have no idea. I shoot for anywhere from, 2,000 meters per second to 2,500, depending. Well, it's not 2,000 meters per second. That would be insane.
TWGT 057, contact Washington Center on 124.725.
124.725 TWGT 057. Washington
nice
Center,
blast of thunder.
WGT 057 is at 5,900 feet, descending 2,200 feet.
TWGT 057, Washington Center, altimeter 29.904, continue to Altra as planned.
Rainbow. I see you down there. I come in and swing around to the right, I believe. Yeah. The rainbow here still. Little visual wobble right there in the corner here. See that? I guess it's from the curved glass maybe causing that. I don't know. Interesting. All right. Well, I did ask to get below or get away from the clouds a bit. It's like rain back there. Gorgeous. Look at that water reflection. That's so nice. That's a nice place down there. Look at that thing. Probably a national park of some sort. Otherwise, I think you'd see houses everywhere, right? Or maybe it's private property. I don't know. A road or something there. Antarctica keeps melting. All this stuff will be underwater. It will be gone. It's a shame. Not even sure what's out here on these islands. Not a whole lot, I guess. I don't know if anyone actually lives out here on these things. If it's even feasible. Probably not. Oh, crap. Started dropping some frames again. That's really frustrating. And unfortunately, I paid for a year of service in advance, and there's no refund, so I'm kind of stuck with it. Use it or don't, I guess. I just may say screw it and stream directly to one or the other and upload manually whichever platform I'm not streaming to and call it a day. Is that a bridge maybe? What type of breakwater? Sure. Can't quite make out. Looks like it was maybe a road or something at one time. It's kind of submerged. I don't know. Very weird. Definitely man-made.
057, you are 13 miles northwest of Kilo Foxtrot Alpha.
I know.
TWGT 057.
Should be coming around now.
Kilo Foxtrot Alpha traffic TWGT 057, 13 miles northwest inbound RNAV runway 21.
Right. Approach mode is enabled.
Foxtrot Alpha traffic TWGT 057 is on final runway 21 to land.
Should be banking here any moment. There we go. Coming right on around. Looks like my frame rate is stuttering a little bit. I don't know if there's a debug option to show frame rate. I'd like to look that up. Kind of like to keep an eye on it. GPU temps are okay, about 63C right now. It's nice and cool. Alrighty then. So probably at, 4 miles or so out, we'll drop the gear. Nice, beautiful little landing here. This is very nice. I think we've got one more leg, right? Yeah. This will be the final here. Nope. Not quite final. Two more turns and we'll be on final. Microsoft Flight Simulator, also known as Paint Drying Simulator. No, there's actually a lot to look at. I'm just wondering what the other, popular streamers do to keep their audience entertained in a game like this. Well, one, they'd be doing much more interesting flights, much more manual stuff, flying around big cities, yada yada. Not me. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, though? Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Nobody's on the beach today.
Wind 180 at 4 knots.
All right, we'll go ahead and drop the gear and the flaps. I hope that's not my runway right there. Well, what happened? Okay. Okay, again, my flight stick pulled massively to the left. Why does it do that? Now I've got to redo that whole mission again. Dang it. I forgot to give it a jiggle. It kind of, I don't know. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it don't. I'm about fed up with this flight stick. All right, well, excuse me. I'm going to redo that mission. I won't make you all suffer through it again. So, a little bit of frame rate issues, flight stick problems. It's all over the place today.
Head tower TWGT 057 ready for departure runway 21 IFR to Kilo Foxtrot Alpha.
So, I think that's going to be it for me today then. I'm going to redo this mission though, and hopefully we won't crash again because of the flight stick. Everything was going great. But I definitely going to have to look at different flight stick options then. But thank you all for stopping by. Hope you have a good week. Stay dry, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.